Hello, and welcome back to Duchy. So we're going to get started with the guild. We finished last episode having just beaten Act 1, and there's now going to be some mountainous tiles. So we're probably going to want to maybe get a military card now, maybe something that synergizes with mountains. Right, so adjacent mountain pieces, or we can go with recruit 2 swordsmen for each connected forest piece, and add 5 swordsmen for each connected mountain piece. So that goes with 2 different terrain types. I like that. And it's connected, not adjacent or anything. So we can be a bit... That's definitely a bit more adaptable, isn't it? We can be quite flexible with that card. Right. This is mostly forests and mountains, whereas this is a bit of a mixture of all. Our deck is quite decently mixed, so we can kind of go with whichever. So we'll go with that. We're going to want to save up food though to unlock these slots now. Which means we definitely want a farm. We'll replace the ranger base with a hidden cave. Let's see, get rid of one of those. Hidden cave. And let's go with, instead of a hunting lodge as well, we'll go with a stone quarry. Right. And we're going to definitely want to get this farm working because we need food to unlock these. Right. We could probably do with a peaceful region at some point. Okay. Let's just throw that down then. Old tower, garrison of 18, range of 2, recruit 7 for each mountain piece in range. Plus 40 if surrounded by mountains. And it's gone. We'll drop the farm here. We'll try to surround it with as many fields as we can. We'll start putting mountains down this way. This needs to be adjacent to mountains. So if it's not adjacent, then it'll be fine. Right. We're not going to get many rows explored here, where we're placing, but it's trying to keep the different terrains away from each other. This is just a straight up garrison of 17. We can connect that up to here. That's not got any synergies or anything, so could do with drawing the outpost now, really. Yeah, I'd like to drop the outpost down here in the middle. But I don't think we're going to be able to. Right, hidden cave. You know what? Let's put this here. It gains bonuses for mountains as well. Oh god. Oh, mountain pieces aligned with it. Recruit 10 for each mountain aligned, so same row and column, that's going to be tricky. The tower here though, I guess it's gonna go here. Kind of dawdled there. As I was trying to like read it all. Just put that there, connect it up. Watchtower. Late, but welcome. There we go. It does a bit of work, but not a lot. Just kind of seal that old tower away. Yeah, this has been very messy, trying not to trying not to cause issues with all the different terrain types. It's definitely getting trickier now. So you've got a lot more that you have to consider. Right. And I did mention this at one point, didn't I? Our problem is that we've got lots and lots of archers and not much of anything else. So if we came across a giant army of swordsmen, we'd have issues. Well, here's a giant army of swordsmen. Let the issues commence. We'll scrape through this. Yeah. Down to 14. Right. Range 3, harvest 4 stone for each forest and plain in range. Oh, interesting. So that'll give us access to stone, even on maps where there's not much of it. If we wished to have that. I think that's a reasonable one. Right. Guild, what have we got? Let's go. Let's try military. Something that goes with mountains, maybe. Valley Point might not be bad. Or we could just get another watchtower. I guess this is adjacent, this has got a range. Well, we'll go with the watchtower. And we want food. Right, we'll probably want a production building. We just got a military one. Recruit units and harvest things. Yeah, I should be going with the hunting lodges more. We could go peaceful region. We really shouldn't. God, 90 plus units though. Well, that's going to be it now, isn't it? It's just going to always be 90. Ooh, rough. Very rough. I guess we're going hostile. I hate it, but we can't afford not to. Right. Okay. We want to be very careful about what we pick here. We can choose one more, but also recruit 2 axemen and halves 3 food for each connected forest. I think that we should definitely get rid of maybe the farm. And well, because that does get us fields, which can result in a lot of food. Can. It also synergizes with the watchtowers. But I think we definitely want We've got upgraded range bases, so we should definitely go with those. They're going to synergize with forests. Mind you, if we go too much into the forests here, we're going to have problems. Thing is, they give us food and troops. But not as many troops. We'll go with that for now. Yeah, because we want all of our upgraded buildings, don't we? So this will synergize with mountains, these two, as well as a bit with forests. The range bases will synergize with forests, and we want to put the farm and watchtower on the plains. Right. And I should have probably bought some health. My bad. Put this down, don't put any mountains near it. Put this down and do put mountains and forests near it. Does that count as being connected? Because it's connected through a forest. I guess not. Now it will. Right, farm. Go, farm, go! You know, I was just thinking to myself then, this would be really good for the stone quarry to just show up now. And there we go. That'll be fine just down there. Lovely. So I can just go down there. Ranger base. Oh dear, watchtower. Well, that's synergized with plains and fields, so have a forest. I mean, if I could, I'd bury it under that mountain as well, but oh well. Keep turning it too far. Right, that connects up to there and there. Lovely, getting plenty of troops. And now we can drop this here to get some more farms. Ranger base, perfect there. Watchtower. We can go nicely into here. This is going quite well actually here. Right. Not much to go now. There, perfect. We don't have anything now that's going to synergize with mountains, so guess this will go there. It's too bad this tile, this one here wasn't available then. So that would have... Actually, no, it's the wrong way around, isn't it? That one, I think, so... Anyway. I think that's probably worked out about as well as we could have expected it to. We've got a nice amount of food, wood and so on. We've got a lot of troops. Right. It's too bad there weren't just a few more archers here, because now these swordsmen outnumber the archers. We could have turned them all into archers. They're going to get a 50% strength bonus to us. Unless... Okay, idea. 21 over there, that becomes... They'll become, because the swords are a large number, they'll all become swordsmen. And that'll be way more than these, so we can turn all of our guys into swordsmen. Slice through their archers, and then go after all these guys here. Right? That should work, yeah. There we go. 68 swordsmen, 93 swordsmen, 50% strength bonus versus archers. Then we beat them. And we even get 32 gold for our troubles for doing so well. Lovely. Right. The stone fort is tempting, but a roadhouse here. Collects 5 gold for each terrain square on its row. Very nice. And you can probably put it vertically so it's connecting to 2 rows. Good way to get gold. We haven't got a way of getting gold at the moment, so that's quite important. Mostly plains. We've got some stuff that works with plains. We can definitely do that. Before we move on, let's have a look at our upgrades. Does anything require gold? Okay, some things require gold. We'll definitely spend 50 gold and upgrade these. But I'm not going to spend gold on the quarry, because it would require food as well. But the stone mine and the roadhouse, oh, that requires food. Right, let's have a look. I don't think it's overly important to upgrade that at the moment, because you only need the stone to upgrade, well, more advanced buildings like the hidden cave here. I wouldn't mind upgrading that, but that's only one building that requires stone at the moment. A lot of the others won't start requiring that until they get quite highly leveled up. Some won't even require it at all, so it's not a resource we massively need. I'm happy enough to just pour our gold into more health at the moment. Right, we're on 36 health. We're going to take the higher amount of... Ooh, actually, maybe we should take forest. Forest or plains? I think we've got more things that synergize with forests, so we'll go to the forests. We'll get rid of our farm and watchtower, and we're going to put on 2 hunting lodges. Right. That should work. That should give us some food and some troops for this. Right. Should we replace the stone quarry with a lumber camp? I think we probably should. Where is it? Get rid of stone quarry, lumber camp on. Lovely. We're ready. Right. Gains archers for each connected forest piece. Quite nasty. So we'll not let it get any purchase. We'll get rid of it immediately. Right. Another one there. Fully upgraded ranger base. Now, what does a wooden fort do then? Turn adjacent forests into plains. And recruit 4 for each. Right, we'll just put it around mountains. Then we'll connect up our lumber camp onto this. Just drop the mountains down here, I suppose. Hunting lodge we can connect up here. In fact, yeah, we'll do that. And then we'll put the ranger base down. Hidden cove here. Right. I think we definitely picked the right buildings for the job here. And then we've got plains here, have we? Right. Yeah, that's not gonna go here, is it? No, that'll disconnect. Yeah, that'll disconnect this cove, well, this hidden cave, away from the rest of the forest. We don't want that. We want something that's going to create a little bridge, if anything. That said, yeah, we can't. I'm going to say if we can get that forest piece here, if we could get that to touch there and bridge over, it would connect this up and it'd give it a bunch of extra units. But we'd have to like store it in the reserve, which means getting this range base out that's then going to do 23 extra units anyway. This gives it some extra anyway, it gives it 5 more. Right. Okay. Let's see what we can do here then. Combat phase. So they're mostly swordsmen, which are weak versus axes. So if we said, yeah, let's say we send our swordsman against these archers. Then into these axes, into those axes. Into here. Oh god, I'm gonna have to do a maths on this, hang on. That will not quite be in... It might push us over 40. It's all depending how many swordsmen are going to be left. I guess we'll try it like that. 10. I think that's perfect, that. That should nudge us over. So, yep, they all turn to... Yep, we're over by 7, so that turns them all to axes. We absolutely smash them. There we go. Job's a good one. Getting all the achievements and things here. Lovely. Right. Earn between 50 and 25 gold for each connected mountain. That's pretty good. We'll go for that. Why not? Trade fair. Lovely. What have we got? We could get a lot of food, and we probably should. The good thing as well is no matter which resource you choose, you always get more in return. So let's try. Yeah, I think we'll get rid of some of the wood, even though we do need the wood, but we'll get a lot of food for it, and we definitely want the food. Right, we can use our spare gold to just bolster up our strength. We need every bit of it we can muster, and we're going to head in, and we can purchase both of those with that food. Excellent. It's going to be a lot of... looks like a mixture of all three, though more mountains than the others. A few more, yeah, there's 5 forest tiles, 6 plains, and 7 mountains. We're not going to want any food and gathering buildings, so we're going to get rid of the lumber camp. That's going to be... let's see, what do we want here? We want to get rid of... that will start fresh. How's about that? So there's some mountains. We want the hidden cave. There's going to be some plains, which means watchtowers. And since we've got 2 watchtowers, it would be a good idea to bring a farm. Now, there's out of all of them, there's the least amount of the forest. So, but what we can do, because we've got quite some quite good units for forests, we can take both of them, and now we can actually afford to bring both hunting lodges, right? Even if we don't necessarily massively need them, but we're just going to really want our military out on this. We can't upgrade much. What can we afford to upgrade? The hidden cave. We've got the stone for it. It's a very good versatile building. We'll upgrade that. Right. Excellent stuff. That should be enough. The keep, garrison of 120. The keep doesn't add enemy cards to the round deck, because all its buildings are already there. Beware of its towers, they will call reinforcements every time you align a building with them. Ooh. So it's 120, but it'll increase as we add buildings in here. I'm going to put mountains down here. I guess the farm is going to go here. The hidden cave, in that case, will go there. Ah, yeah, I've just put a building there, haven't I? Damn it. Right. Okay. Farm's coming along nicely. Place this here. Ah, crap, I've just remembered. Yep, that's... Right. Make sure this isn't going, so we don't want to put this there, because that'll go wherever keeps looking. So we want to put this maybe here. That should be fine. Right. Ranger base. Ooh, God, and this is big. We'll reserve that for now. Right, put that there. Spot there, perfect for the range base if we can get it in between all the eyeballs. There we go. There isn't room for a second one though. See, not knowing that the boss behaved like this, I wouldn't have known any of this. Knowing how this boss works now, we probably want to avoid large buildings with a, with a large sort of like square footage. We want small buildings like the watchtowers in future. They're way better for this. Just significantly better suited. Excellent stuff. Let's slot this here and see if, well, I'm going to say, see if we can get some facts. Yeah, let's see if we can get some forest around them now. We're kinda getting there. Still nowhere near what we need. Am I running out of space? That's basically done. Not even close. Not even close. Okay. The watchtowers were placed very well, and this were placed very well, but because we're trying to avoid the eyes of this, and the ranger bases are a bit big, as are the hunting lodges, yeah, that didn't go particularly well. Plus there just wasn't enough forest for them. Right, but yeah, we just didn't have more watchtowers and like mountainous aligned buildings and that. Right. I don't think it particularly matters what type of units we add. Let's see what happens. What's the math of it like then? 50 odd. 63. There's a chance we make it here. It's this 40 that we've added that's going to screw us though, isn't it? Yeah. 63. It's because we put those buildings there. Yep, I screwed up. Now that we know how that works though, we can probably beat that next time. We'll definitely have a much higher chance of doing so. To keep in mind as well, this is just the first run here. So let's go through our rewards, because we've completed a bunch of missions. You'll have heard the little achievement thing pinging off down at the bottom. So we've got some new things that are available. Produce 300 wood without any forests on the grid, gold without rivers on the grid, so on and so forth. You know, collect at least 100 food, wood, gold and stone in a single round. Things like that. So more are available and we've completed a bunch, but the big thing is by completing those we've now got 12 crowns available. So we're going to unlock the town. Right. Now, we can move towards the river if we wish. Let's go for a training camp. The tax office. Ooh, so gold for adjacent buildings, nice. Training camp gives you military for each aligned military building. Horse stable. Recruit 3 swordsmen for each square between the horse stable and the closest building in its row. Right. So you want to put this at one side and a military building at the other side. Right. And have nothing in between, and this will gain swordsmen based on that. Not bad. Ooh, siege camp. I remember the siege camp was very good in the demo. We'll not move. Should we move to unlocking new terrain? Or should we try and get things for the current terrains before then? Because the problem with new terrain is the more of it you get. Obviously we've seen the game becoming much more complex as we add more and more terrain types, so mountains kind of threw a spanner in the works. So we might want to just put a pin in that for the moment, maybe unlock some things down here. So we'll get more farming going with the windmill here. So that harvests food for each connected field. Not adjacent or within a range, each one connected. So if you can get 2 farms maybe on the map producing loads of fields and just stick the windmill in between them, you could get a hell of a lot of food very quickly there. What else have we got? We've got 7 available, so we could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at the barracks and 7. We could get everything up to the river, which I think we will. So we've got the alarm tower, recruiting axemen for every military building aligned. What's it? Siege camp. This is good. It eliminates 8 troops from each enemy group within range, and it has a garrison of 10 axemen itself. So not only does it come with a garrison, but it eliminates units from enemy garrisons. Very useful. It's a very good card to have. Charcoal kilns. Gain gold for each adjacent forest and 50 gold if surrounded by forest. And then we can get the barracks. 2 swordsmen for each 20 gold earned this round. So just put that anywhere, and as you earn gold, that'll gain more troops, which we'll find that with things like the town here, as we unlock because it was in the demo, there was the Republic. Their whole thing is building like giant cities, and things like the barracks will work really well with that when we get to that. And then we've got the strategic pavilion. Again, recruiting units for each adjacent military building. So between the strategic pavilion and the trading camp here, and the alarm tower, like having lots of military buildings and just putting them in rows and columns with each other there, if you get those free, that doesn't matter what terrain type you have. So we could definitely create a synergy there of alarms, alarms, camps and pavilions, all just kind of working in tandem, that are all just aligned with each other, rather than relying on specific terrain types, if we were offered those 3 in a single run. Right, and next we'll be saving up for the river, as well as some buildings that go with it, and then probably get technology cards. And we probably do want to go down these branches, because if we're going to have rivers in the game, we're going to want to have buildings that synergize with them. So before we purchase this, we probably want to make sure we have enough crowns to purchase at least a few of the buildings that will synergize with it. Because otherwise you're just going to get rivers show up and not have any buildings to actually use on them. So they'll just be a pain in the meantime. For now though, that's going to do it. This has been Drop Duchy. That's the end of our first run. So what I'll probably do is I might for the meantime, because the first episode was an hour long, and this one's more being about 40 minutes. We probably can do a full run per episode, but since the first one involved a 25-minute tutorial, it kind of waylaid things. But as we get more and more done and we get closer to getting to the end, I might have to split them up a little bit, but we'll see how it goes. I'll probably get faster at playing as well as I get used to things. Because a new run now, if we look, yeah, we start now with a level 2 watchtower, and we get a wood clearer as well, and we get additional health at the start, and an extra 10, and we start with a big stockpile of wood. And if we complete these, turn 10 forests into plains, then into fields, the farm gets upgraded to level 2, recruiting 20 archers with a single militia base increases our health, and beating Act 2 will increase our starting resources, so we have some things to look at. For now though, thank you very much for watching. This has been Drop Duchy, and I'll see you next time where, yeah, we'll be starting another run with the Duchy, and seeing if we can beat Act 2, and get some more unlocks to get those river tiles going. I'll see you then.